Well, second week really of camp. It's kind of a new week because I guess officially by university standards academics ended Friday, but there's still some things going on this week. Grades will be in on Thursday, so it's always interesting to get those in, and still little projects going on, guys finishing up little stuff that maybe was unfinished in the 6 weeks or 12 weeks during the summer. So that's just about to an end officially from probably a majority of the guys. Scrimmage Saturday was pretty good. Probably got about 120 plays. Overall happy with the effort. Stayed pretty healthy, which is always a great thing. We didn't overdo it, which was our plan. I would say most guys got somewhere between 40 and 55 snaps, I guess, not counting special teams reps. And, a lot of little things still to clean up. Full ACC official crew was there, so it was good to get them involved. And just little things that we got to, clean up those unforced errors. So overall, happy with where we are after 5, heading into 6 today. Questions?
How careful you have to be to not jump to too many conclusions after just one scrimmage? Do you take it with a pretty big grain of salt?
You know what? It's funny. It's a great question. You sit there. We go through our depth chart as a staff every day. You guys would love to be in those meetings, okay? And one day it's like, hey, that guy's ahead of this guy. And then you go out and you go to the next practice. It's like, well, it's a reversal. I mean, it's day by day, and these kids wake up in the morning and who knows what they're thinking and what they have on their mind, what's happening in their personal lives. But it changes every day, and it's that consistent guy. I mean, there's some guys that have a great day, and then you're like, where were you today? And then they have a great day. Like a yo-yo up and down. Then there's those consistent guys that give it to you every single day. So try to, make the guys that are inconsistently have that really, really good day that you go, wow, we can win 10 games with that guy. Mm-hmm. And then the next day you're going, what happened? Making those guys consistent when they have talent and making sure that they're doing everything right as far as the focus part goes is really important. So great question.
Depth-wise, who's standing out on the offensive line behind your starters?
You know what? Behind the starters, we're still determining starters as well. We'll get a really good look at Brandon Hodges today. We didn't want to get him out there too quickly, Bryce Hargrove is doing a nice job. Jimmy Morrissey and Dentino still having a battle inside. Tony Pilatos really made some strides. Which is where alignment should be going into his 3rd year. Red shirts as a freshman, 2nd year he's still going, hey, where am I? And he's wearing a new jersey, his dad's old jersey. I think that's a little prideful thing, number 72. Old Sam Pilato. So I think that's something that he's wanted, and I think that's just an additional motivation for him. I think that's about
Where
it.
does Hodges open up guard or tackle?
He's going to start off at tackle right now.
Tackle.
Yeah.
With him in the mix, how much does that allow you to sort of look at things differently than you did in the spring, O-line wise?
We'll find out. We'll find out after today a little bit more, and the next day a little bit more, and the next day a little bit more. So it helps us. It's a quality guy that's played some good football, and we expect to get even better football out of him.
How's the defensive line kind of responded through the first week of camp? Josh Conklin, 3 guys who've been dog soldiers of the day so far.
I don't know about those dog soldiers, but they've done a good job. Some up and downs. Okay. I tell you what, the guy that's really been as consistent as you could ask for is Alan Edwards. That guy's been really good, and you want your seniors playing their best football, and who he really is. He's been consistent every day. You look at him. I don't know if he's got a dog soldier or not, but I've been happy with, really where Alan Edwards has been. At the other end, Dwayne Hendricks has been really good as well, and inside just kind of a little bit up and down. Still trying to find out who those guys are.
Last night you guys had positional team dinners. We saw that on Twitter. How important is that, and how much do you coach it? Do the coaches enjoy spending that time and bonding?
Yeah, I think everybody really enjoys it. It's just a great night. It's something that the kids I think look forward to, going out there and being with the coach and getting off campus, getting in a different atmosphere. Getting out in maybe the public eye, and it's a fun day. That Sunday was our first day off ever. I guess it's something to talk about. They really had a fresh day yesterday. Usually we'd wear them out with 3 hours of meetings, and with the new NCAA rules and the extra week that we talked about last week, yesterday was one of those days. And next Sunday we have something planned for them as well, to hang out and bond with them and do those family type things.
Who are some of the guys on your defense, some of the older guys that you've seen maybe take a step forward as far as being vocal or setting examples for some younger guys?
Do we have any older guys on defense?
You got like two, I think.
We don't have many. Vontae Maddox, for sure. Dennis Briggs, I consider him an old man because he got married this summer. Congratulations to him and his wife. But those are two guys in the back end I can think of. Alan Edwards was really, like I said, he's done a nice job. I'm not quite sure if he's a leader, but Avante seems to be the guy right now that steps up in that leadership role.
Speaking of that,
We
you
are starting
mentioned-
walkthrough. Could we have time for one more?
I was just gonna say, last week you mentioned that voting for that leadership council, your crew tallied those up yet, or
Oh, yeah. Hey, come on now. Yeah, we've tallied it up.
we just don't know who it is?
No.
Okay.
Little birdie told me Paris Ford is good to go.
Your bird's better than my bird.
Thank you all. Thank you, Coach.